rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I'll say it. Rejoice. Please be seated. Fantastic. Oh yes, we're doing something a bit different today. Halfway through the message, you're going to need to get this just jump in thing. It's got a lot of boxes to tick. And we're going to do the IKEA walkthrough kind of deal. And people from the middle here, watch me, over this side, you start over here to get your product. And folk from here, over here, you start over here. We'll have some of our staff here to guide and direct you and keep you under control, because I know you're going to get so excited with product. And so they'll be there to answer your questions, help you, move you on, because one will loiter around and do window shopping, and they'll move you on. So that's about halfway through the message. So if you've never been here before, we do crazy things from time to time, but this is not really one of the regular crazy things that we do. And then at the back, there's a box over near that door. There's a box near that door. It's got red Christmassy stuff on it, just to let you know that on the 12th of December we got Christmas carols in the park down at Heritage Park. But that's where you post this like a ballot slip. You pick that and put in there. Just have a look. I'm just not, don't know what I'm doing just yet. Pastor Les, Pastor Alethea, Pastor Sarah, and Catherine, they're going to help you out, and any other staff, they'll just help you. And they'll help you fill that in. Right? If you've got questions, see them. That's the way to go. Talk more about that in a moment. But this morning, what we want to do is revisit a different campaign that we did earlier this year. And as I mentioned in the communion this morning, the catch cry of the 11th of the 11th at 11 a.m. is lest we forget. And communion is about that, lest we forget. When it comes to the sacrifice that our armed forces made on our behalf in various campaigns in the short history of this nation, we never want to forget. And so we say, lest we forget. When it comes to the loss of loved ones, never want to forget them, lest we forget. When it comes to the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross, never want to forget that, lest we forget. Communion helps us to never forget of that significant and tremendous and wonderful price that Jesus Christ paid to redeem us and bring us into a right relationship with our Creator God, lest we forget. So on the 9th of May this year, we began a campaign called 1 Month to Live. And the whole point in that campaign, which ran just for the month, finished in June, was that if we just had 1 month left to live, surely we would live that 1 month with a sense of urgency to get the most out of life. And at the end of that campaign, we had testimonies about the positive impact on the lives of those individuals who were willing to write out their testimonials or come and stand up here. Not that too many people are willing to come and stand up here, so there's a bit of coercion in that, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure there were many other unwritten, unspoken testimonials that flowed from that campaign. But here's the point. The burning hot message we received from God on a Sunday evening that we believe will change our lives forever, by Monday afternoon it's gone stone cold too often. Such is the nature of human frailty, and so we want to call out, lest we forget. Let's not forget the lessons we learned from that campaign. So I'm revisiting that campaign this morning, and you're going to find out the kind of dovetails with the campaign we just finished, Living Beyond Myself. The two go hand in hand, and they come from different stables on the one hand, but they come from a biblical stable, so let's not forget the lessons learned. Ecclesiastes 5:1 says, guard your steps when you go to the house of God. Go near to what? Listen rather than offer the sacrifice of fools who do not know that they do wrong. Here's the problem. People rock in here on a Sunday morning and they bring their own truckload of thoughts with them. And by the time they leave, they take that truckload of thoughts out with them and they never heard a word that was said in here. Lest we forget. So Ecclesiastes, guard your steps when you go to the house of God. Go near to listen. Listen, listen, listen. Not to your own little thoughts that come in, but what God is saying. Father in heaven, we want to pray that you will give us ears that hear, hearts and minds that receive, that you'll enable us to listen in a way that we never have before, and that we'll be changed in a positive way and drawn closer to you as a result of that. Thank you so much in Jesus' name. Amen. Proverbs 19 verse 8 in the Good News says, do yourself a favour and learn all you can. Then remember what you learn and you will prosper. Remember what you've learned, lest we forget. The 1 Month to Live campaign talked about living the dash. And that's what we call this message this morning, revisiting the dash. And the dash refers to that little space between the date of your birth and the date of your departure. 1980 dash, whatever you're born, whenever you depart. Someone gave me the dash poem. I'm going to read that to you, and this is what it says. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of her birth and spoke of the following date with tears. But he said that what mattered most of all was the dash between the years. For that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth, and now only those who loved her know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend the dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that still can be rearranged. If we would slow down enough to consider what's true and real, and always try to understand the way that others feel, and be less quick to anger, and show appreciation more, and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash might only last a while. So when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash? And during the 1 Month to Live campaign, we showed you some pictures of some tombstones, and I just want to take you through those again. Gustavo, a memory from all your sons except Ricardo, who did not pay any money. Good old Ricardo. Here is resting my dearest wife, Brunhilda. Lord, please welcome her with the same joy God sent her to you. And Thomas, rest in peace. Now you're in the Lord's arms. Lord, watch your wallet. I'll pick up. Here rests Pancrazio. He was a good husband, a wonderful father, a bad electrician. He went out of the bank for old Pancrazio. I think that's probably it. Any more there, Rod? That's all we got? Yeah, that was a lot of fun anyway, so good. How well did you... Yeah, I think Pancrazio's last one. How well did you live the dash? Did you dash to live or live the dash? John chapter 10, verse 10, and the second part of that verse, Jesus said, I've come that they may have life and have it out to the full. That's what that 1 month to live. That's why we're revisiting it. John 10:10, second part in the Message, I came that they may have real and eternal life, more and better life than they ever dreamed of. And so this morning we are revisiting the dash, lest we forget the lessons that we learn, and to encourage us and to motivate us to live life to the full. The 1 Month to Live campaign encompassed 4 principles. I just want to outline for you quickly. Number 1 was live passionately. So much passion. Live passionately. Secondly, love completely. And thirdly, learn humbly. And fourthly, lead boldly. Not that I want anyone to be leading just yet, but be prepared to lead boldly. So I want to tease those out for you a little bit before we talk about doing life within the faith community, because that's what God wants for us, or living the dash in the faith community. So live passionately. Let me remind you. Mark 12, 12, verse 30 in the Message. So, love the Lord God with all your what? Passion. Work with me. Love the Lord your God with all your passion and prayer and intelligence and energy. With all your passion. Passion. Howard Thurman said, with the house on fire, was